Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman. Today I'm here to take you around our 2012 Holden Captiva 7 LX. Now, as you've seen from inquiring on the car, it represents exceptional value. What this video is going to be about is condition. So starting at the front, we do have the Series 2 updated shaped Captiva here. Quite a nice looking update actually. Big flat fronted grille here, nice big open. We'll notice we do have reversing sensors across the front of the car. Big chrome grille. Something I really like actually on this car, we've got a white bonnet protector. Now on a white car, actually a really good look. Coming across, we do have the projector headlights, which are better at night time, as well as we have the fog lights down there, chrome surround of course. Coming down the driver's side here, you'll notice the black trims that you commonly see go grey, nice and black on this car. Someone's looked after it really well. Little vent here in the guard. Going down to the front wheel there, it looks like it's still got its fuzzy things on there, so it'll be close to brand new tyre, heaps of tread, unmarked alloy wheel. Now one thing I want to note is the car has had upgraded brake rotors put on it. Commonly people do this to stop any sort of brake shudder. I did it on my car because I live up in Emerald where it's just hills. So a really nice upgrade there, good for safety, good for longevity. Coming down the side of the vehicle now, we've got indicators in the mirror, the Series 2 badge. Now we have chrome down the end of the door, windows there, chrome door handles. We do have the tinted windows front and back. It doesn't look like it's the darkest possible, but it's a nice dark tint. Do have genuine weather visors, as well as we've got our roof rails. You can get crossbars if you want to, and as well as the sunroof, which we'll talk about in a little while. Coming down the bottom, do have the side step, which makes actually getting up to that sunroof for people like me that are a bit height challenged a little bit easier. Coming down the side of the car, no major signs of scratches, dents, nicks or anything like that. Rear wheel, yet again, a really good condition wheel. It's got a little bit of paint just there, if I'm brutally picky, and a brilliant condition tyre on the back here, actually lots and lots of tread there. And yet again, the upgraded brake rotors at the back of the car as well. Coming around to the back of the Captiva now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Lots to talk about. We'll start at the top and work our way down, I reckon. High mount stoplight. We do have the window here. I don't have the key on me right now, but you can actually pop it and just use the glass as a window. Rear wiper, of course, making driving in the morning a lot easier. Lots of chrome. Big chrome step here. Diesel, just to let everyone know you got a good one. Underneath here, we've got our reversing camera. We'll get into that when we're inside the vehicle. Down the bottom, we've got our little scuff plate here. Really stops, it prevents things banging on the bar, making the car hold up in condition a lot better. And the plate itself actually looks really good. Reversing sensors. We do have a tow bar fitted to the rear of the vehicle, as well as the dual chrome exhaust tips. Now we'll open the back of the car now, and this is where the Captiva actually is really easy to live with. Tailgate opens nice and easily, nice and high, got heaps of room under here. In the back, the Captiva is one of the better ones in this segment with the way the seats are laid out. When they're flat, totally flat, don't even know they're there, easy to live with, easy to use. Cargo tie down points everywhere. We've got a little 12-volt socket down here, charge a little fridge or the kid's iPad, that sort of thing. Under here we've got a storage pit, that's where we keep the tow bar because they hurt if we kick them, and your tools, maybe an umbrella, medical kit, that sort of thing. Now here's the good bit, a lot of cars you've got to move seats and things, not in the Captiva. Grab the handle, lift it up, you're a 6-seater now. And if we lift this one up, hey, we're a 7-seater. How easy is that? Now, the Captiva is actually designed for people with feet, which is a nice advantage for a 7-seater. Heaps of legroom for the kiddies in the back here as well. And how easy is this? Grab the two handles, hold them down, done. So, nice and easy to live with, very quick to play around with it. Continue along. Passenger side, this is commonly where we see damage if there was to be on a vehicle. None of that here, presents really well. No signs of marks on the rear quarter, around the fuel filler cap or anything like that. Rear wheel, yet again, brilliant condition. If I'm really brutal, there's a tiny little mark just there. But yet again, actually zoom in just here, Lynn, you can see it. We've still got the fuzzy things on the tyres. That's how new they are in this vehicle. Heaps and heaps of tread there. Upgraded brake rotors yet again. Coming down the side of the car, no signs of damage, scratches, nicks, shopping trolley dents, nothing. Presents brilliantly down the side. Coming up to the last of the wheels as the wind almost knocks me over. We've got brilliant condition front tyre, heaps of tread there. Unmarked alloy wheel, upgraded front rotors again. So around the exterior of this car, very impressive. All right, round to Onto the front of the Captiva now. We're going to talk about the engine bay and power plant of this car. One thing to note, has had a very large battery fitted to it for the turbo diesel. I actually know this company. A friend of mine is the state manager for it actually. Brilliant batteries, never going to have a problem with that one. Onto the engine though, you are looking at a 2.2 litre direct inject intercooled turbo diesel. It's going to give you 135 kilowatts of power, but a massive 400 newton meters of torque. Through a 6-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive of course, you're going to get 8.1 litres to the 100 out of a 65 litre tank that is in excess of 800 kilometres of driving range. Right, inside the Captiva now, let's talk about the interior of this vehicle. At the start here, we'll start with the steering wheel. I suppose is the first thing. It's right in front of me. Got a little lever there to knock that down, and we've got actually height and reach adjustment like that, so you can set exactly where you want to be. I reckon about there. Lock it away. Comfy. Leather wrap steering wheel, of course, black leather with black stitching. Do have the silver trims on the side here. No signs of wear on it at all. If I'm really picky, there's a tiniest little bit in the corner there, but that's being pretty brutal at this point. Inside here, the steering wheel, we've got our media control as well as Bluetooth phone. The volume controls are in the back. On the right hand side, we've got cruise control. Up and down is in the back, and a really cool one, you can adjust the aircon where the air is coming from and the fan speed from the steering wheel. Quite a nifty little feature, that one actually. On the left side of the steering wheel, we've got our wipers for both the front and the rear. And on the right hand side, excuse me, no, sorry about that people. On the right hand side, we've got our headlight controls. Do have automatic headlights on this Captiva, so they do sense dusk. When it becomes nighttime, will turn on. However, in the rain, do remember to turn your headlights on. We do also have front fog light if it's foggy, and rear fog light if you're driving in the snow or feel like driving with your rear fog light on, I suppose. Up into the dashboard there, I'll turn the lights on for a moment just to light it up a little bit. That didn't work. There we go. White illumination there with a little blue label down the bottom showing 129,000 kilometres. Really easy to read up there as well. Coming down the right hand side, we do have two genuine Holden flip keys for this car. Mirror controls, dash brightness controls, driver's door. We've got a few buttons here. We've got a button to stop my camera from playing with the windows. We've got a button to open that rear glass window in the tailgate. 4 power windows, automatic on the drivers, and a door lock button if you're perhaps driving through a bad suburb, I suppose. Anyway, across and into the centre, but to confuse my camera, we're going to go up. Oh no, he knew he was onto me today. Electrochromatic mirror, so go on the day is a little flick switch. Someone with bright headlights behind you, it'll dim down automatically. Hello. Going up from there, we've got a few buttons here, pretty useful to light up the interior, but here's the real piece you want to see. Camera usually hates this part and goes all funky, but let's give it a go. Open that up and you've got yourself the sunroof there as well, which is really nice, gives you all the air, it gives you all the light to come in here that you could ever want. Of course, probably should show it to you, it does work. Opens, so you can just put your hands out of the car and just wave them around like you just don't care. It's great fun. We'll shut that because the cameraman usually likes it when there's a bit more darkness in the interior, just to get a better shot for you people watching at home. Coming down from there into the center, you will see satellite navigation currently showing our location here at the 20-32 Kangan Drive. Super secret location, that one. Of course, you've got navigation, trip computer and everything in there. You've got a button to test all of the indicators at once, traction control off, probably best to leave that one on. We've got a sort of Men in Black styled clock there, quite a cool looking clock actually. Downhill descent control, sort of like cruise control for downhill mode if you're off-road or something like that. Parking sensors, you can turn them off. If you're towing a trailer or something and you're reversing, really annoying when it's beeping at you when you're trying to reverse, saying you're going to crash into your own trailer. Coming down from there, got a nice sort of a dark wood grain trim throughout. You'll see it on the dashboard, the door trims and the gear knob actually. Probably should point that out while we're here. Down into the audio system, do have CDs, MP3 of course, as well as AM, FM, and do have an auxiliary input there as well. Pop that out of the way and you'll see we've got our climate control. How much temperature, where you want it, how much fan you want. And do remember you can control a lot of it from the steering wheel. Does have the air purification system in the car as well, which basically tests the car and makes sure if it's going to go internal, external air to make sure it's the best quality air you can get. Little nook there for many things. Got a little 12-volt socket in there. You'll notice shifter is in D. If I go through the car, as I mentioned before, we have a reversing camera. Nice and clear, does have the indicator lines to say you're miles away, you're getting closer and prepare for crunch. Pop that into park. Does have an eco button here. Now, the eco button in the car, cars these days have electronic throttle bodies, diesel of course. Now what it'll do is change the gearbox mapping, the throttle body mapping and things like that, just to save you fuel. It does make the car a little bit slower, especially in the throttle, it'll feel a little bit laggier. But when you're driving it, the amount of fuel you'll save is massive. So sometimes drive it with eco, sometimes drive it normal, entirely up to yourself. My favourite option in the car, heated front seats in this vehicle, as well as electric handbrake. Up is up, down is down, same as you'd normally expect. 2 cup holders, but if you push that and slide that back, you get a massive glove box going down there with a USB socket in the bottom as well. Pull that back, we've got a little bin there for all of our stuff, carpeted for added luxury. Going to get my camera in to zoom around the interior now. See, black leather, driver's seat presents the same as this one, brilliant condition. Got black leather with sort of a grey stitching throughout, nice look. Do have floor mats both front and rear, presenting in excellent condition. Rear seats, excellent condition yet again. Do have the 3 child seat anchor points across the back, of course. Airbags, we do have the 6. We have dual front, dual side curtain as well. Now, as you're coming back to the front of the vehicle now, I'll jump into the service books. Was actually a local car to us, living just up the hill actually. Now jumping into the service books here, I've had the complimentary 3,000 kilometre service was done, sign of a good owner that one. We've got the 15, we've got the 30, we've got the 45, we've got the 60, we've got the 75, we've got the 90, we've got the 105, we've got the 120, and we've done one at 129 when we brought it into stock. So full service history as well. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of our stunning Captiva 7. As you've seen, exceptional condition outside, brand new tyres on the car, exceptional condition inside as well, and a full service history. You're simply not going to find a better Captiva than this one. Thank you for the train there. Do give us a call, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.